second and listen to your heartbeat. Listen to yourself inhale, bless God on your exhale. Bat your eyes and wiggle your fingers just a little bit. Because see, even in these small bit of functions, we participate in one of the greatest wonders of this world, living. And what you might think is a garden variety experience that God allows you to experience, something that the angels might be envious of you of, is far more than that. You see, the last month I've had to bury 6 of my family members. And before the month is over, I'll bury one more. Comfort a homeboy on the death of his mother and console a young sister on the death of her daughter that never made it past birth. Take a second and listen to your heart. You see, I'm finding it hard to give strength to the very man who's given me strength my entire life, my dad. Struggles with understanding how the demon of a brain aneurysm that tried to steal the life of his brother and was unsuccessful, was successful in taking the life of his best friend exactly 1 year later. And he struggles with wondering how prayers actually work. As if God really listens to all of them or he gets to the ones that they can. Daddy, I know it's hard. And see, in the time where he feels his head should be able to reside on the shoulder of his wife, he feels her love is residing in the time of recession because see, bills just ain't paid the same way. Mama, I know you like to raise up early Saturday morning to read your word and pray to your God, but see, my daddy worked late Friday evening. So early Saturday morning give you a little bit of what you want, more of what you need, Daddy. Just because you were born in a country that did not idealize romance doesn't mean your wife doesn't need to hear I love you in more ways than you pay bills. Mama, you practice and try so hard to learn how it is to love God, but somewhere you forgot how it is to love a man. Take a second and listen to your heart. Listen to yourself inhale, bless God on your exhale. Bat your eyes and wiggle those fingers. You see, my old homeboy came back to my old neighborhood to help me teach young brothers and sisters how to be young brothers and sisters of God. And I'm talking about as soon as he arrived, I began to shoot the desert. I clowned that boy hard. See, I clowned him out. He was ugly, I was cute. How he used to get stuck with the ugly girls, me, of course, with the cute ones. How he experienced love at a young age, and I still haven't experienced as I got older. And we shot jokes for hours. My students loved him, all for him to depart without me stopping to ask, how's your mother doing? For him to return home to find his mother dead. True story. And I grappled with the situation. How dare I steal a son from his mother, her last moments on earth? And I cried something awful in the foot of my bed until my phone rang. And it was my boy calling me to remind me that home is where the heart is. And his mother loved God more than anything, so how dare we keep it from her daddy any longer? Take a second and listen to your heart. Listen to yourself inhale, bless God on your exhale. Bat those eyes and wiggle your fingers just a little bit. Because see, she decided she could do it. Decided she could do what her mama did. Put her grandmother's 80-year-old hands into these 22-year-old palms and she was pregnant by a young boy who told her, I love you. But as soon as the equation became 3 instead of 2, he made sure to make his presence known absent, trying to convince her that a mutual abortion would be mutual, beneficial. But she decided she could do it. Dealt with the craving of Oreo cookies and lemonade the first month. Got the gum to tell her mother the first month. The second month. Got the backlash of her family members the third month. Figured she would do your hair just like mama did hers, and she learned you was a girl the fourth month. Painted your room the color of stardust gold the fifth month. Decided she would be able to drop you off at daycare centers, go to her classes in college, get her degree, have you picked up without you ever noticing that love was ever absent. She knew she could do it. Recited your name to her belly 100 times every evening. Blessing, neck, evil. Blessing, neck, evil. Blessing, neck, evil. Your mother wanted the first thing you ever learned was who you were. All to deal with that pain come early in the 7th month. Wish that the hand of that boy was there, but she was alone. Sitting in that cold hospital room all by herself, alone. Wishing that there was more family members out in the lobby, but she was alone, all to do with that doctor coming and telling her, you had gone alone. She cried something awful. Looked to heaven as her tears fell down the sides of her face and screamed to God, why not take me and let my baby girl live? I've lived my life. And God kissed her on the top of her head. She felt his warmth flow all the way down to the soles of her feet and heard God whisper in her ear as he told her, what I birthed in you is still living. But that man left you with, I needed to die. Oh, what a hard pill it was to swallow. Oh, what a hard pill it was to swallow. And now she knows that her baby sits on Granddaddy God's knee, holding the hand of Uncle Jesus, looking down at Mama, beckoning her never to deal in foolishness again, because the strength that got birthed inside of her bosom would one day teach young sisters not to lay their bodies down. That love does not reside in the laying down of their body, but on the covenant of their tongue. See, take a second to listen to your heart. Listen to yourself inhale, bless God on your exhale. Bat your eyes and wiggle your fingers just a little bit. Because see, even in these small bit of functions, we participate in one of the greatest wonders of this world, living. And what you might think is a garden variety experience that God allows you to participate in. Something that the angels might be envious of us of. It's far more than that. See, in the last month, I've had to bury 6 of my family members. And before the month is over, I'll bury one more. Comfort a homeboy on the death of his mother and console a young sister on the death of her daughter that never even made it past birth. So I beg of you, take a second.